What's going on, Thunder Nation? Another edition of Musing with Malsy, and joining us is the new assistant coach. And welcome back to Thunder great Travis Clayton. Travis, thanks so much for taking some time to visit with us as we get ready for the start of the season. I'm sure you got to be pretty excited about getting back to Wichita and getting things started.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Malsy. Yeah, I'm excited, nervous, excited, scared leaving the family back here. So, it's a big adjustment for us, but it'll all work out. So we're excited for this new opportunity.
Can you share with the Thunder fans what you've been up to over the last couple of years?
Yeah, after I got done playing hockey down south there, I got into coaching right away and started coaching the elite division up here in Lloydminster and had 5 really good years here and I got coaching junior hockey and kind of all over and now I'm back down to where it all started. So I'm pretty excited to be going back to Wichita.
Was it a tough transition going from playing to being behind the bench?
Yeah, no, like I knew my time was coming near, right? It was getting harder and harder every day. Just getting older, right? The legs don't move, don't work as well. So I knew it was coming, right? And I always wanted to get into coaching, and it just happened to fall back into my hometown. And I was lucky enough to have really good players to coach. They were young, but they were really good. The one year, my last year coaching the elite division, I had 19 guys move on to play junior hockey at high levels and a couple getting drafted in the NHL. So I was lucky to do that. And yeah, so it was an easy transition that way. And just because I knew I was always wanting to be a coach, right? So
Travis Clayton joining us. You mentioned some of the guys that transitioned to juniors into the NHL. Can you name a couple of those, and what was it like working with them?
oh, it was unreal. Like they're high end elite athletes. Like I coached Ty Smith, who was drafted by Pittsburgh. I'm not Pittsburgh, New Jersey, and he got traded to Pittsburgh. Now he's in Carolina in the farm system, up and down. Bryce Kindop, who played in Tulsa for a little bit and a little bit in Anaheim. Those kind of guys, and a lot of guys played major junior and junior A, and went on and got scholarships, all that stuff. So I was very lucky. They're high end guys, and that's who I like working with. And obviously, going down to Wichita, there's a lot of high end guys there as well.
Speaking of Wichita and your time up there, I know you've had some relationships with some of the guys that you have recruited with Bruce over the course of the summer. Can you talk about some of those guys that you guys have coming in, including a guy like Kobe Walker, who was with us last year?
Yeah, I helped Kobe get down there and gave Bruce some insight onto how Kobe played, and he brought him down there. And I think he had a great second half with you guys. And I know Bruce really liked him, and I know Kobe's excited to get back down there this year. And then I also got TJ Lloyd, who I coached here in Lloydminster. Went on to play college in Bowling Green and a little bit in the last 2 years in Alaska. And so he's a very skilled um, good skating D man, puck mover. Um, just a pro, right? You know what you're getting from him every day. And then also Parker Stretsky, who I coached as well. He went to school at Michigan Tech and played a little bit of pro last year in a few places. And I know same thing. You know what you're getting from Parker every day. He's a pro. He just wants to show everyone that he can play at this level, and I know he can. And I'm excited to have those three with all the other guys that are coming in. I think it should be an exciting year for us.
Travis Clayton joining us. Why don't we take a step back real quick? What were the conversations like with Bruce once you found out that John Gurskas was leaving to take a head coaching job with Knoxville and the opportunity for you to come here?
Yeah, it started in the summer, kind of snowballing. It kind of went fast, and then we kind of came to an agreement. And Bruce was awesome. Just opened the door for me and wanted me to come in, and also Joel, right? So, I'm excited to help those guys out. Whatever they need me to do, I'll be there to help them. And I know early next week we'll all get together and kind of get a game plan on what we want to get going for camp and then into the season. So yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I'm just here to help Bruce in any way possible.
Now you played with Bruce, correct, during your
Yeah,
career?
yeah, I did. I played 1 year with the Bruce. He was a tough guy. He protected me. Maybe that's why I scored so many goals in ball. Was one of the reasons why is because you have a guy like Bruce Ramsey who'd do anything for anyone, and he protected me out there, and he played his role very well, and he was a good hockey player. He's a great guy, so I'm very lucky to have this opportunity to help him.
Now, for the fans that want to know your coaching style, can you maybe share a little bit about what they should expect from you?
Well, it's a little different, right? Like I'm an assistant coach. I'm just the support role, just kind of helping Rammer out, kind of thing. And I'm just going to be there just to help him, kind of thing, and I'll help the players. I like doing skill stuff with them, and if he needs help on the power play or the PK, I'm here for him. So I'm just here to support Rammer and whatever he needs, and yeah, we'll see how the season goes.
Taking a step back, Travis, and kind of reminiscing about your career when you look up at the rafters and you see your number. I mean, what kind of memories does that bring up?
Well, there's a lot of good memories, right? You know, look back to some of the crowds at the old barn there. It was electric, right? It was unreal to play in front of some of the fans. And we had 10,000, 11,000 people some nights against Oklahoma, and those are some good memories. Had some good memories in playoffs. Being up 3-0 in a series against Oklahoma, and then all of a sudden going to Game 7 in overtime was crazy. That was earlier on in my career. I think that might have been like my first year, I think. And then also, upsetting a few teams like a high end team, Colorado Eagles. We weren't supposed to beat them in the playoffs, and we upset them, and then we go on and beat a few other teams. There's a lot of good memories, and I played with a lot of good hockey players, a lot of good line mates. Obviously, Jason Duda was one of them. He was a special player in Wichita. Sean O'Reilly. There was a lot of good hockey players that I played with, and I was fortunate to play with. So yeah, a lot of great memories, and I'm excited to get back to Wichita.
I think the memory that still sticks out to me from my first year at Wichita in 2004 was the Scott Musket, Derek Laxdal fight after the game with the brawl when you got speared. I'll never forget that experience.
That was crazy, wasn't it? I remember that too. My wife and I were talking about that last night about Laxey and Muskie fighting. It's crazy how it all went down. But and then I went on to play for Muskie, and he's a great guy as well. So it was crazy.
Have you had a chance to touch base with any of the old teammates that are still here in Wichita, like Rosie or Jason Duda, Sean O'Reilly?
No, I've been in touch with Riles. We did a little bit of a hockey school there this summer, and he helped me out with that. And we usually talk monthly or if not weekly. So yeah, we've kept in contact, and he's excited to have me down there, and I'm gonna be talking with Jason tomorrow. So it would be nice to get back in touch with him, and it'll be good to see some familiar faces. Absolutely.
Last question for you. With your conversations with Bruce, what kind of goals do you guys have set as you guys get ready to start?
Well, obviously, you take it one day at a time, right? We don't know what we're getting back from San Jose and all that stuff. We know what we have in place right now, but we don't know what we're getting from San Jose. Obviously, your goal is to make playoffs every year, right? But I think the biggest thing you just take it one day at a time, and you want to keep building. I always say you want to get better every time you get on the ice, and if we're doing that, it'll lead to a lot of success on the ice for us. So we just got to take it one day at a time, get better every day, and hopefully we can get back to the playoffs, and yeah, go from there.
Sounds good. Well, it's crazy to think that the season's about to start, but thanks for taking time to visit with me and talking to the fans as we're about ready for the opening face-off on the 18th.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's flying by here. So junior hockey started up here. My boys have started, so it's hockey season. I'm excited to get back on the ice and look forward to seeing everyone here in the next couple weeks.
That's Travis Clayton. Thanks so much for tuning in, Thunder Nation. Until then, we'll talk to you soon.